New England will be receiving the second half kickoff. They deferred to the second half. Detroit leads at 17-10. Jim Nance, Bill Sims. We got a little flashback for our next guest. Old number 94 at the University of Miami, Dwayne Johnson. There he was, making tackles, making plays before a back injury ended the NFL dream. Plus, as a guy that came over from tight end named Warren Sapp, over the defensive side, bigfooted him a little bit.
He bigfooted me just a little bit.
Yeah. Dwayne Johnson, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving.
You, thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. It's good to see you guys.
You enjoying the game?
I'm enjoying the game. Yeah, it's been a great game so far. You know, the game, it just reminds me of just how, you know, Detroit's record isn't indicative of how they've been playing all season. You know, the guys are coming in and they're playing a great game.
Good, pretty good analyzation there.
We're going to give him a shot here in a minute to see how he does with your job and mine.
What's good, you know, your movie came out last night. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, sure. Faster came out. It's a great movie, action movie, stripped down. No big CGI, no big special effects. It's about a man whose family was ripped away and destroyed. My only family. And they try and kill me as well. Only I live, and they don't know that I live. And when I come back, I find those men and I make them pay.
Oh, good.
Is this what you wanted to do, make movies when you were a kid, or be out here playing on Thanksgiving Day?
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an entertainer. I knew that, but I grew up in a family of wrestling, so I love to be physical, love the world of wrestling. And then I fell in love with the game of football when I started playing when I was 15 years old. Played for 10 years, and when you play down at University of Miami, you've got three goals. One is to graduate, the other is to win the national championship, and the other one is to go to the NFL. Right. I was able to do first two. And the second one I didn't get a chance to do, but you know, so this was always a goal and a dream of mine. But you know, as oftentimes in life, sometimes things happen, takes you on a different path and a different road. And I'm happy where I'm at, though.
You're doing pretty good.
We wish you well with Faster. It's out this Thanksgiving weekend. It opened last night, and we're going to have you join in here at a little football. All-State points of protection. Let's take a look at it right here. Presented by All-State. Protect the possession. We had some long drives out there, Phil.
We did. A lot of good play calling, a lot of good execution by both teams. First
downs, the Lions had 15 of them versus only 8 to the Patriots. And finally, protect your appetite.
There we go.
Because we're going to have our dinner a little bit later on.
You know, Dwayne, you won't believe this, but a lot of people confuse me with you.
I can see, well, it's just like looking in the mirror when I look at you, Phil.
Here come the Lions with the kick by Rayner to Tate, a yard deep. He's twice returned the second half kickoff for touchdowns. This time out to the 24. They've had him pretty well covered up on the returns. In a little summary of the first half. And Dwayne's been up here in the booth watching the first half. Brady, 10 of 13, 110 yards. Sean Hill impressive, huh?
Sean Hill impressive. 15 of 22, 126 yards, touchdown, 3 rushes, 3 first down. Again, you know, these guys are playing hard, and their record's not indicative of how they've been playing all year.
I think the New England Patriots, they won the coin toss, gave it to the Detroit Lions to let the crowd settle down in case they were in a situation just like this. So they get this opening drive second half.
Throw it over to Sammy Morris. And Morris is out of bounds at the 38, just his 4th catch of the season. They have Fred Taylor up and active for the first time in the last 8 games. And Sammy Morris comes out with the first throw of the second half. And Tom Brady, you know, went to college here at Michigan over in Ann Arbor. We're at a record of 20-5 as a starter and won a couple of bowl games, including the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day 2000, overtime against Alabama. Wore number 10 back in those days at Michigan. And here is Brady getting hit when he threw it on the flea flicker. That is another knockdown on Brady, and they're lucky that did not get picked. Spivey was the one who came in on the quarterback.
Lucky it's not picked, but also watch the receiver coming across the field here. Uncovered, Wes Welker wide open. But the Lions not sitting back, being aggressive, coming after him with the blitz this time.
I tell you, the Lions have been getting to Brady all game long.
They have. You know, the Lions, again, are playing great football, and that was one of the keys to them winning today, was just how tough and how aggressive their front four are going to play.
A 2nd and 10 from the 39. You go ahead and call it.
2nd and 10. Ready up to Brandon Tate.
A little incompletion.
A little incompletion.
Well, the Patriots.
Looks like a big incompletion.
Yeah, that's right. They're running this little screen to the outside. How about that job on that time by Smith, not being fooled? Doesn't give Wes Welker a chance to come out and block him. That's a good way of getting a run outside. Running the screen, it's a pick. Trying to get a few cheap yards.
They send Tate to the left. Branch, who does not have a catch at the bottom of your screen, on 3rd and 10. Need to get to the 49 for the first.
Let's see what the D-line does.
He's got time to throw, and it was in the area of Branch. Double coverage on Branch.
Well, what happens? Pressure does it all. And Tom Brady's got what he wants. Little pump fake to the outside, but he knows he doesn't have time. And you can see Deion Branch gets open. A little outside move, little stutter. Oh, definitely caught him by surprise. But the pressure on the quarterback stops the big incompletion.
Mesko to punt it to Logan. Mesko, the rookie out of Michigan, and this one a hop around a couple of times, going to get a very generous New England bounce before it dies out at the 11. Total of 50 yards on the punt. Lions first possession of the second half coming up in a moment. All right, the Lions, the last 3 possessions they had of that first half all resulted in points. Touchdown, then field goal to close out the first half. And it's Morris running it with a big lane into the arms of Sanders, who barely holds on out to the 28-yard line. That's a 17-yard run by Maurice Morris.
Kind of how they started the game, a little cutback. The Patriots playing pass defense. Look at the blocking inside. Heller gets inside and blocks Spikes. That opens up the big cut-by lane for Morris. Boom, take it up to the left. That little subtle cutback, just enough to give Heller the good angle to make the block.
So that gets them out of that jam back at the 11-yard line.
Running game's been a lot better than I thought it would be for Detroit today.
Hill looking right side all the way, and he's intercepted. Picked up by McCourty. And the rookie has his 4th pick of the year and is wrestled out of bounds at the 25 of the Lions.
Boy, Devin McCourty had perfect position the whole time. Sean Hill thinks, hey, I got up top of your screen, outside, then comes underneath. The football, if you're going to throw it there, it's got to be outside and high. Sean Hill throws it inside. That's how McCourty gets that interception.
He was looking the whole way at Calvin Johnson. And look at the rookie out battle him for it.
Yep. Well, he undercuts him, gets his hands up. Devin McCourty does a really good job of keeping his eyes on the quarterback. That's how he was able to make that play.
McCourty with a pick for the 2nd straight week. That's Green Ellis for about 3. Phil, you had a question for Dwayne.
Well, I know you were at the University of Miami, and some of the guys you talked about, Ray Lewis, Warren Sapp, were down there. Did you get any words in?
Well, you know, that's what we did down in Miami. We talked trash and we played well, and, you know, we were dominant. It was a dominant time in football back then for us. But I got to tell you, you know, we pushed each other. We won the national championship down there. The one thing that was exceptional about both of those guys is the fact that they chased greatness every day.
They did.
2nd down and 7. New England from the 23. There's Branch's first catch of the game down at the 11. And another first down for the Patriots at the 11-yard line. We had a little idea because you were telling us at halftime you're such an avid NFL fan. Why not go buy a team? Bring them out to L.A.
I'd give it a shot. I think I'd make a pretty good owner.
You ever thought about that?
You know, I have
a little partnership in there.
I'm getting a little piece of it.
Yeah.
Maybe one day down the line. Sure.
First down at the 11. Green Ellis already with 1 touchdown today. Driving for another one. Stopped at the 5. Of course, the Patriots are familiar with you because you made a movie up that way. You know, Faster is out now, but you had Game Plan that was shot up in that area, wasn't it?
We shot up there. We shot up there, and we were able to shoot Gillette Stadium, and yeah, we're really, really happy with that movie. And the city of Boston was fantastic.
Well, we wish you well, Dwayne.
Well, thank you.
With your new one.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You going to see it, Jim?
I plan on seeing it this weekend.
Phil?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You got my word. I'm going.
I'm going. Brady looking. Now at the 3, he's got Welker, and he's in for the touchdown. Wes Welker, what an effort after he made the grab out of about the 3. And Tom Brady has his first career touchdown pass against the Lions.
They're trying to throw it over the middle. The play action fake. He looks up. He's not there. Then the outlet. How about that? All the way across the field. How strong is Wes Welker? Great leverage. Gets down low. You can't tackle him that easy.
Well, again, it was Alphonso Smith who was out there trying to prevent the touchdown, but Welker dragged him in. And now the Patriots can tie it with the point after. Hard to believe this was the only team that Brady had faced in his career he had never thrown a touchdown against. In 2 previous starts, plus his first ever NFL appearance. He's got one here to tie the game. Dwayne will wish you all the best. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good luck with Faster.
Thank you.
We're back at Ford Field, and Brady and Welker team up on the touchdown from 5 yards out. Welker 5 touchdowns on the season now, his most since the first year he joined the Patriots back in 2007. Back-to-back weeks in the end zone for Welker. And Logan won. Go. Stephon Logan out to the 42. Lions with good start position.
Thanksgiving, tradition, family, football, and giving thanks to the world. So from our Go Pats.
Myra and Robert Kraft, proud of their great 8 grandchildren, I should say, 8 in all. And there is the running play to Aaron Brown. Into the arms of Mayo.
You know, Jim, let's look at the touchdown. What Tom Brady's doing, the play action fake, trying to throw it over the middle. Not open, but watch Wes Welker. He's the outlet receiver to the left. See this play a lot, college and in pros. But when he looks outside, hey, I know it's a short throw, but the fact that he threw it with such force and velocity allowed Wes Welker to catch it and get himself braced to get into the end zone.
And 2nd down and 9. Wolford was chasing after Hill. Results in just a short throw to Felton for another yard. There's Hill to take advantage off his interception.
Yep, you know, Detroit 17-10.
Tom Brady, that's a 20 touchdown season with that one to Welker. Gives him 20 on the year. 5-to-1 ratio, though, touchdowns to picks. That is some kind of impressive. 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Well, we kind of talked about in the opening. They do so much on offense, hard to key on one guy. I think that's what they wanted.
3rd and 8, and Hill on the run. Has Pettigrew surrounded by Mayo and others, but it's all the way down to the 32-yard line. Ball may have been bobbled a little bit, but Pettigrew still has hold of it. Good for 24, Phil.
Sean Hill being active in the pocket, and since he's not going to run for first downs, when he moves, he keeps his eyes up the field. Boy, this is a tight window. He throws it in. Pettigrew, big, high draft pick last year from the tight end position, having a good, solid year.
Yeah, he was the 1st round pick. Oh, you saw the ball come out. And he recovered it. He's just past the all-time single season catch mark for a tight end in Detroit history. I guess him actually ties the mark with 54. Pettigrew. This Thanksgiving, we thank you for joining us and for making CBS America's #1 network again.
You don't always find interesting every time we do a Patriots game. We look at the starting lineup and you just go, wow, here's a couple of changes. With this Patriots defense and with Bill Belichick, it's week to week. You earn your playing time by how you do the previous game and how you practice leading up to the game they're going to play, of course.
2nd and 8. Sanders was on a blitz. Johnson makes the catch right up and over Arrington, and they have a goal to go coming up. Let's see, maybe they're going to spot it actually. Yeah, just inside the 10.
Look at the difference in the throw. Kyle Arrington, I think, waits too long to come up and get into Calvin Johnson. Get on the line of scrimmage and bump him. Why disguise it? But that time, a perfect throw by Sean Hill. Kept it outside. Calvin Johnson makes the catch.
Good for 21 yards. Outside is Brown. And Bantakane and Merriweather collide on the hit, holding them to 2.
Nowadays, safeties, they are so key in the running game. You saw it, Brandon Merriweather that time. That play was blocked. They had everybody blocked. They got the edge sealed, but nobody there for the free safety. He recognizes it, comes up, and just runs right through the ball carrier.
Johnson at the top of your screen. It's McCourty on him here. 2nd and goal. Hill goes to Morris. Cuts back middle, and he's about a half-yard short. 3rd and goal coming up from inside the 1.
Boy, good recognition, good quick decision by Sean Hill. He looks down the field and then dumps it off very fast against a zone defense. And you got to know the situation. Put your head down and get a couple extra yards.
Gonna throw for it. No one there. That's twice they've tried to do that little jump ball throw in the end zone to Williams, who has only 2 catches on the season. Now it's...
I don't know if there's a jump ball, Jim. I think they were trying to run a play to either get a pick, but the wide receivers, they don't even move. Look, they get out there.
You would think, though, if you're going to throw it in the end zone, you go to your big man Johnson. 4th and goal, 4th down. They flip it. Morris, he's in for the touchdown. Ran a little option play.
Excellent call. Misdirection, deception, that's what you need against a very good run inside defense. You're going to have a hard time getting inside. But boy, that was close. Good running by Morris.
He ran past Mayo and then drove into Chung. And it's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Twice now with 4th down conversions by the Lions inside the 1-yard line. As the extra point by Rayner is good. So they answer right back. Scoring on 4th down. Back in front by 7. Back here in Detroit, Jim Nance, Phil Simms. The Lions at 2-8 on the year. And the Patriots come in at 8-2, having suffered their 2 losses on the road at the Jets, at Cleveland. They keep kicking to that corner, the tape, they cover it up every time. They do it again. This time the best of the game. Look at it, it's Logan, the returner, along with Churchu on the tackle.
Hi, I'm Chief Warrant Officer 4 Mark Tyler of the Michigan Army National Guard, and this is my crew for the CH-47 Chinook. It's our pleasure to deliver the Phil Simms All-Iron Trophies. Happy Thanksgiving to all of those who are serving here and abroad. Happy Thanksgiving.
They're bringing them on from the Selfridge Air Base, bringing the trophies. Who will be the MVP when it's all said and done? First down at the 13. Danny Woodhead wrapped up in a hurry. That's Sammy Hill, a yard loss.
Well, this last play for a touchdown by the Lions, it takes a while to get out there, but watch the blocking by the wide receivers. Williams and Burleson, a slow developing play. They stayed with their defenders. Of course, those defensive backs had a man-to-man coverage, but still, dangerous play down there. Good blocking by the wide receivers helps get it done.
Call it no gain, 2nd and 10. Gronkowski. And a good tackle in the open field by Amari Spivey. Holds him to 8. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, we talked about how Detroit was going to win this game. They need a great effort by their defensive line. They've had it, but the Patriots have done an excellent job of kind of neutralizing it pretty well here for the last 3 or 4 drives by the quick screens, the quick throws, play action passes, keeping an extra blocker in.
Morris and Woodhead in the backfield, and Brady will stay under center. 3rd and a long 2. He's got the time to go long. He's got a wide open Deion Branch. Smith, can he stop it? A touchdown this time, or is he going to be beat for the third time? He's beaten again. Branch with a touchdown. 79 yards.
Pass protection. Just good presence by Tom Brady. Deion Branch, I'll bet you if they run this play 100 times, he hasn't thrown it to him once. This play designed to go to the front side. I don't know what happens to Alphonso Smith looking inside. It could have been where he needed help or was supposed to have help. But Tom Brady had so much time, the defense broke down.
Longest play of the year for New England. 79 yards, and Branch was twisting and turning Alphonso Smith around.
It was miscommunication. That's what happens. I think Alphonso Smith, I really do. You hear it all the time. I believe he thought he had help.
Extra point by Graham is good to tie it at 24. Don't know how he didn't make the tackle. 79 yards to tie it. Just like old times, Brady and Branch. 79 yards. Brady with touchdown throws on 2 of his last 3 passes, and he has not thrown a pick in a game since the last heave of regulation against Baltimore 6 games ago. 5 games without a pick. In that game, of course, the Patriots went on to win in overtime. Desperation heave to try to do something in the regulation. Last time he was intercepted. Logan bounces off Ninkovich. Got away from Fletcher. Gets away from Crable. And finally down. 24-yard return and all.
Well, Jim, let's look at the touchdown. What happens? Top of your screen, Alphonso Smith. I think he thinks he's going to get help, but the Patriots move the formation where everybody's to the Patriots' right. So it makes the defense go that way. And also what makes me think that Alphonso Smith made the mistake by the reaction of the coaches when he came to the sideline. I mean, everybody's Gunther Cunningham, the defensive back coach, everybody coming his way and having a few words to say to him.
First down and 10. No gain. They also might be having a little thing or two to say about the fact Green Ellis ran over him on the first touchdown. Welker broke away from him on the second touchdown. And then Branch twisted him into a hole almost here on the 79-yarder.
Well, here they are. They're talking about it. Look, when you're playing in games, your team, you're 2-8 trying to win. When you make a mental mistake against a team like the Patriots, well, now we're kind of understanding. Not be able to hang in there, not be able to fight for 60 minutes. Detroit, they've been like a 50-minute team this year. Just mistakes and maybe just a little lack of depth. Hard to get it done.
Pettigrew, tight end screen. And he's got 15 with that one. Nice block, too, by Corey Hilliard.
Well, you can also see why they're excited here in Detroit. Some of the good stars, this offense, Scott Linehan, it's well designed. They do a little bit of everything, keeping the Patriots off guard. A little tight end screen. And Pettigrew, Calvin Johnson, Burleson in the slot, Javid Best, who we haven't seen today. Their star running back has turf toe. A lot of people that can get it done.
First down at the 45, and now they've got a running lane with Aaron Brown for about 7. And we've got a lot of good college football on CBS. Auburn, Alabama, the Iron Bowl, a big one coming up tomorrow on CBS. Here comes the reverse. Calvin Johnson. Got a nice block on that side to pick up a first down at the Patriot 34. Sean Hill, the quarterback, helped them gain 15.
Yeah, Sean Hill gave him some leverage where he could break it outside. They worked on this on Tuesday in practice quite a few times. Calvin Johnson, not known to run reverses, but good blocking. Backus, the left tackle, gets a good block. And Sean Hill allows Calvin Johnson to stay outside. And, wow, how about that? Just swat him out of the way.
So they're driving right back. Calvin Johnson will sit out this play on first down from the New England 33. And Aaron Brown good for 3, maybe 4.
Patriots having a hard time stopping this run when Sean Hill's in the shotgun because they're playing pass. So there's only really 4 or 5 guys up there to make the tackle. And the Detroit Lions have 6 guys to make the blocks.
Calvin Johnson returns to the lineup after a 1-play breather.
Detroit 54 plays today. They have been patient running the football.
2nd down and 6. Ball tip, look out, incomplete. Tip by Spikes.
Well, veteran quarterback Sean Hill, it's a 2-man rush, only 2. So where are the extra defenders going to be? They're going to be in the middle of the field. Even if that's not tipped, it's trouble. Throwing it to Heller, Spikes is there. Mayo might make the interception if it gets over him.
Sets up a 3rd and 6 from the 29.
3 receivers stacked.
Hill tries to duck underneath. Trying to go under. Dane Fletcher escapes the sack, picks up only a yard, but it'll be 4th and 5, and they'll go field goal.
Good no throw by Sean Hill. Knowing the situation, field goal range, nobody really comes open. You think 3 receivers all lined up, it'd be hard for the defense to cover them. Who would you throw to? Nobody. Double team and Calvin Johnson. Good job by the Patriots.
Again, Rayner filling in for Jason Hansen. He filled in for Shane Graham 2 years ago at Cincinnati in 08. Here it is from 46 yards. No good. Snap may have been a little to the inside.
It was, and then Kyle Arrington coming off the right side of the screen.
Hill was watching it with intensity. The Lions come up empty. With a minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
Big chance. You need to keep momentum going. Your special teams are playing well. The Lions, they've been pinning the Patriots back when they kick off. So now instead of getting inside the 20, it's on the 36.
Danny Woodhead drags it out for about 3. Trophies are getting closer. I'm curious who you might have on your list here to consider with about a quarter to go.
Well, a lot of names. Fans can help us decide. They're going to get the vote on this.
Yeah, fans can vote at CBSSports.com.
And they can start voting at the start of the 4th quarter. We'll give you some names. See if you like some of our choices.
The 2nd and 7. Flags thrown, play dead.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 93. In the neutral zone to cause the offense to false start. A 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
Some of your past winners, Phil. You get the final vote on all this. Fans get to chime in.
Oh, I've said this many times. Probably my favorite winner, Stephen Boyd, wasn't supposed to play linebacker for the Lions, and came in, had a really good game. One time they're kicking a field goal, only 10 people on the field. He had one end of his job. He ran out there, lined up in position. They kick the field goal, they make it.
Wow. 2nd and 2, and time runs out. No, they get another play in for the quarter. As Brady goes up top, what a nice grab. All the way down to the 30. Gronkowski and the Patriots, with the game tied, will open the 4th at the Lions 30. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Happy Thanksgiving. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here in Detroit. Game tied, going to the 4th, and the Patriots driving. They got that last snap off, Phil, just a fraction after the clock struck 0.
Yeah, but the back judge looks at the clock. If it says 0, then he looks down at the football. If it's snapped, they let it go.
First down with Green Ellis. Good for 8 yards and a flag on the back end.
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 82. A 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
And again, at the end of the game, one player will be selected. Actually, sometimes you widen it out a little bit. to more than one, but you can vote right now for the most valuable player. Your vote counts online, CBSSports.com.
Just some suggestions there. You can vote on whoever you want. The one thing, the Patriots, they've slowed down the rush enough, and what it's doing, it's giving Tom Brady a lot of opportunities to throw the football down the field.
1st and 13. Brady's throw to Welker. And Welker picks up good yardage, about 10. And with that completion, Phil, Brady just moved past you on the all-time career pass yards lists.
All right.
He was 1 yard behind you, and then he completes the throw to Welker, and he moves now into 22nd place, supplanting you all time. 33,471 yards now for Brady. One more touchdown pass to Ty Esiason, our man Boomer, on the all-time list. And for 14th. 2nd and 2. And here it is, Branch with the touchdown. And he broke away from Alfonso Smith. 22 yards. Brady to Branch again.
Yeah, they tightened the formation. Then Deion Branch widened it out one more time, created the throwing lane for Tom Brady. See the outside release? Another little double move up inside. Tom Brady looks it off, and it doesn't allow Delmas, the safety, to get over there. Boy, really seeing some new plays, well designed by the Patriots, and almost every single one of them is working.
Brady in this half, 178 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Branch with his 2nd touchdown of the half. Patriots back in front, and a Thanksgiving gift. Just 5 plays, 64 yards to put New England back in front by 7.
Well, what you're seeing, Jim, a New England offense, it's about execution. It's about all the different style of plays they run. No more is it throw it to Wes Welker in the slot every time or throw it somewhere deep down the field to Randy Moss.
See if Logan can start him out in good field position again. Nope, well covered up this time. Dane Fletcher on the tackle. On November 9th, Patriots Tom Brady, Deion Branch, Brandon Merriweather, Zoltan Mesko, and Robert Kraft visited Henry Grew Elementary in Hyde Park, Massachusetts, celebrate the school's commitment to health and wellness. And on November 16th, Calvin Johnson went to Lakefield Elementary School in Oxford, Michigan. Spreading the word here, play 60. Right on him right away. Got a completion to Morris for 4. And some play 60 activities going on today right before the game, and kids were brought out onto Ford Field and given a chance to have a big memory formed.
Well, a little pressure on this Detroit offense, because you got to know you're sitting on the sideline watching.
That's Morris for a first down out to the 40.
Your defense is having a hard. Let's go back and look at the touchdown. Down at the bottom is Deion Branch. When you're lined in tight, you usually go across the field or somewhere out. Tom Brady looks off the safety. Watch the little double move by Deion Branch, creates space. Tom Brady looking to his right, turns back. He knew from before the football was snapped that he was going to throw it to Deion Branch, and that play very tough to cover by the corner. So I don't put a lot of blame on Alfonso Smith.
On the run and off the fingertips of Burleson. Ooh, should have had that one near the New England 40.
Yes, Sean Hill, when he's come out of the pocket today, he has really made some good throws, good plays. The defense collapses. Look at the space he creates, wide open.
Good throw here.
Excellent throw. And now, you know, it's Sean Hill's upset. Hey, veteran, hardened football teams make those plays. Detroit trying to find a way or learning to win, not making them.
Just a sidearm that one. And gets the completion to Brown for 5 yards. This Thanksgiving weekend, again, join the NFL in its commitment to making the next generation of youth and families the most active and healthy. Join the movement. Pledge to play 60 at NFLRush.com.
I think Jim Schwartz said it right. He goes, this Patriots team, they're always in the spotlight. No matter what happens on the field, they never flinch. It's 60 minutes every time. The Detroit Lions, well, that's the difference. You know, lack of depth, some talent. Can they hang in there and grind it out for 60 minutes?
Can they pick up a first on 3rd and 5 as Hill flings it, has the first. It's Pettigrew. And a flag down at the New England 47. Kyle Arrington was blitzing in on Hill. He got away. The play was good for 21.
Pass interference. Offense number 84. A 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
Take away the big gainer to Pettigrew.
Well, what happens is Brandon Pettigrew, coming off the line of scrimmage, just runs in to Guyton. And, you know, the defender, if he's there first, that's his territory. You have to avoid him. You can't run through the defenders.
What a game changer that is. Instead of being down inside the 35 of New England. Now 3rd and 15 back at your own 35. Another flag down. Pettigrew incomplete. He dropped it.
Personal foul. Face mask. Offense number 76. The penalties decline. Makes it 4th down.
Jeff Backus, left tackle. Well, the Lions, left tackle up top right here. Kind of hard to see, but the Lions making all the mistakes now. Now watch left of your screen. Oh, there you can see it. Definitely had that hand on the face mask of Tully Bandicane.
Nick Harris to punt it to Julian Edelman. Edelman, who grew up in Redwood City, California, about 10 minutes south of San Mateo, where Tom Brady grew up. Edelman with a couple of impressive returns, but he is smacked on this one by Landon Johnson. There's another flag down.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Number 38 return team. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
That one against Sergio Brown will back the Patriots inside the 20. New England has the football and the 7-point lead. Patriots break huddle, and Alphonso Smith will not be out there on that first snap. Nathan Basher, the former Bear, takes his position in the secondary. It's Danny Woodhead for 7. And one reason why, Alphonso Smith hasn't been able to tackle anybody when he needed to.
Well, tough job there. Gets squared up against Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. Couldn't get Welker down. Then I think the big one, this mental mistake, not knowing the coverage, and then, of course, not making the tackle against Deion Branch. That throw there, listen, can't stop perfection. The formation, the play, the throw. Even the best corners give up that. Alphonso Smith, he's had a solid year. They're very happy with him. Just a rough day today.
On 2nd down and 3. Brady has to run out of the pocket, and with a flag down, he connects with Welker again. Averill was the one chasing after him.
Holding. Offense number 63. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Tom Brady, no stranger to playing on Thanksgiving Day when he was a kid growing up in the Bay Area out there in San Mateo. He and the neighborhood kids would get together and go down to Fiesta Gardens Field right off of 92, and they would play for a trophy. His dad, Tom Sr.'s best friend, Jerry Forbes, came up with a trophy. He would go to the MVP, and one year he got to tote it home. It was 6 feet high, towering over Tom Brady, but he got to take home the trophy one Thanksgiving Day. Maybe he's got another one coming his way today.
He might. Cal Vanden Bosch out.
Second down, 13. That's Welker, about 2 yards shy of the first. There you see it, Brady at 299. Had a 350 game 2 weeks ago against Pittsburgh. Oh, the fake snap, and it goes to Woodhead instead, and Woodhead bounces around for a first down.
When you're a defensive player, Jim, anytime the running back gets this close to the quarterback, see how close he is? And behind, so he can cut right in front and get that direct snap. Of course, Tom Brady, pretty good fake. Matt Light can't even find anybody to block. It caught Detroit's defense by surprise. Another good call, game plan call by the Patriots.
And another flag down as Green Ellis picks up a couple.
Defense getting tired, making mistakes.
Offside. Defense number 99 in the neutral zone at the snap. A 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
You see Danny Woodhead making plays again today, and is reported by Ian Rappaport of the Boston Herald this morning. We were talking about this in the Colts game last week after he had that beautiful 36-yard run for a touchdown, that he's going to be in New England for years to come. They announced that he signs a contract extension with the Patriots.
What a story.
In 2012. This is Tate. And they're already back to the Detroit side of the field, even with that penalty on the special teams. That picks up 17.
Yeah, they got it all going, don't you? I mean, this is like this is a clinic. We got 100 plays on our play sheet. We're going to run them all. But they got the Detroit line defense. It's tired. They're getting good angles, the misdirections, the fake screens. I think everybody now understands. Of course, it was going to take success to prove it to people that this change in offensive philosophies, it's working.
241 yards in this half. By the way, after Bill Belichick started his career at Baltimore as a special assistant to Ted Marchibroda, he came to Detroit as an assistant. A lot of meaning the Detroit Lion franchise to the Belichick family, because his dad, Steve, played for the Lions back in 1941. Watch, listen to the old music, and Bill just loves this play right here. Look at Steve Belichick.
Yeah, how about that?
75 yards on a punt return. Cameraman finally picked him up in time to get the last 50 of it. That was 1941. He came here, his dad, as the equipment manager, and then got brought up to the active roster. That first game he had that punt return. Here's Brady. Loading it up, and that's Gronkowski. Gronkowski, touchdown-saving tackle by Spivey.
What a target to throw to down the middle of the field. They got the Lions thinking outside receivers. Nobody touches Gronkowski as he goes up the middle. And if you're safety, what are you going to do? Well, you look at you want to put your attention to Wes Welker, other guys, and all of a sudden you get this big 6'6" tight end going down the middle. And Tom Brady, that throwing motion hasn't changed much from the ones you showed Jim at the very start of his career.
Brady has hit now 10 straight throws and another touchdown. His fourth of the game, and it goes to Welker for the second time today. Julian Edelman threw a block. He comes over, congratulates Welker.
Had them outnumbered. The Lions, they lined up wrong once again. Look, they're confused. There's one defender out there to cover two. I'm not sure if it was a double play call where they could run it or throw it, but they made the right decision. You said it, Jim. Good blocking on the outside by Edelman. They're relentless.
Well, they figured it out in the second half, didn't they? Brady hits 10 straight passes. 4 of them go for touchdowns.
Hi, I'm Corey Williams, and this is my wife and our beautiful daughters. From our family to yours, we want to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Corey Williams' family, and we all send along our happy Thanksgiving wishes to all of you. Meanwhile, this Lions defense has surrendered 21 unanswered.
Yes, they have. And, you know, the defensive line not getting it done, Jim, like they were early. Fatigue is set in, but the big thing, mental mistakes, a couple of huge ones for the Lions defense.
Logan gets past Sergio Brown. Now Arrington has the angle. Taken out at the 30.
Logan's had a good day.
Yes, he has. Been a very busy day, though, as the highest scoring team in the NFL gets a lot of chances to kick. The lucky ones. But you got Christmas coming up. Happy Thanksgiving again to all of you with 6:34 to go in the game here.
Yeah, you put them on stress alert. Make them think about it for one more month.
Another stress alert. Love was giving chase to Hill. Now there's Pettigrew on the sideline. That's a catch.
He was probably out of bounds, didn't reset his feet. Could have been illegal touching of the football. Of course, this game's not over, Jim. 2 scores down, 6:22 to go, 3 timeouts for the Detroit Lions.
Illegal touch of a forward pass. Number 84 offense went out of bounds, came back in, was the first to touch the pass. A 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Pettigrew's last 2 catches have been taken away.
You can be the first. 84. Pettigrew steps out of bounds. Now, if you're pushed out of bounds illegally, then you can come back in and be the first guy to touch it. But he just, as you could see, took himself out of bounds. That's why it's a penalty.
Sean Hill needs to try to take this Detroit team on a long drive. Something tantamount to what his mother Trudy and his brother Ryan did over the last 24 hours, driving all the way from Kansas to be here for the game and to share Thanksgiving and the holiday with them.
Yeah, you know, just talking about Sean Hill having that. No offers coming out of college. He was, you know, no 4-year schools.
Had to go the JC route at first.
He was recruited to punt and be a tight end.
Yeah.
And
Hutchinson Junior College, where they hit that big national junior college tournament basketball.
What do all of his coaches say now? They go, man, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL.
In fact, the football coaches at Hutchinson saw him as a scrappy basketball player and said, this guy might be able to play football. A nice piece of work there on the sideline and a catch by Brian Johnson. Got the feet down 2 yards short of the first. So, yeah, he went out of Parsons High School to Hutchinson Junior College and eventually, well, he was a wishbone quarterback in high school and had to learn how to throw and everything and eventually made his way to Maryland.
Yep, he said, I need to go somewhere where we'll throw the football.
And here, right into the arms of McCourty, who has his second interception. Devin McCourty. Nice cutback. McCourty racing down the sideline. He's out of bounds. Oh. He kicked it in another gear there, didn't he?
He turned it on. Devin McCourty, we've said it many times when we've done Patriots games, very smart, knows the situation. He's, again, looking at the quarterback. He has the receiver to the outside, but he's willing to break on the inside receiver if it's thrown up the field. Just a slight overthrow by Sean Hill. But that's all it takes. Taking advantage of little mistakes. The Patriots, when the opportunity is there today, are they making the plays? And I tell you, that was Kevin McCourty turned that on. This is what the Patriots really need, too. They need one of their defensive backs to become a star, a guy they can count on to really get it done. And for a rookie, Devin McCourty, he might be that guy.
Oh, yeah. Star in the making, no doubt. Now Brady from the 12-yard line. I know you're not a big believer in quarterback ratings. That crazy. Well, look at this. Brady dragged down with flags down.
Well, he's a quick snap count guy. Now he's changing it up.
Corey Williams was the one who grabbed him by the shoulder pads, but Brady has the perfect rating right now.
You know, Jim,
like I said, you're not a big fan of that, but
no, I am. It's fine. It says some things, but I just go by what I see.
Offside. Defense, number 99, in the neutral zone to snap. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Pretty evident to see Tom Brady's playing almost a perfect game. The good snap count. Williams comes in. That could be a horse collar. Grabbing the jersey or the shoulder pad, pulling somebody down like that. Tom Brady not afraid to show his emotions either.
Yeah, he wanted a little bit more than just an offside penalty.
Quarterback's throwing. You cannot horse collar the quarterback in the pocket on passing attempts, but you can on runs.
Green Ellis for 3 yards. Looked like it would be held to a yard. Lions have been penalized 5 times in this quarter alone. But that offense and that offensive line, you know, Tom's got a new thing going on the road. When he gets on the road, he likes to bring in some food and treat all the offensive linemen. So he called on an old establishment over in his college town of Ann Arbor, called on Mr. Spots last night, bring over a feast from Ann Arbor. And when we saw Tom last night, he had some happy guys up there in the rooms.
For sure. Offensive linemen, a couple things they like. One is food.
Brady sneaks ahead down to about the 1. Yes.
Automatic for the Patriots. They love that quarterback sneak. When he sees it, he just gooses the center and goes. Look, nobody covering the center. They do this a lot, and they do it in big spots where they need a couple yards, and just always part of their game plans.
What did you feed your offensive lineman back in your day?
A lot. Took them out to dinner every road trip. Whatever you want. Whatever it takes for you to help me. And they loved it. It was a great bonding experience. And you know, of course, offensive linemen, they like to show you how much they can pound down.
Another keep by Brady for no gain. Connolly in the mix here. Brady's still on the ground. All those big bodies jumping around.
Protect yourself. That's why they got upset.
Levy coming in there at the end. Yeah, coming landing right on top of the.
Well, the Patriots saw it.
Yeah, the helmet of Brady. Might be time for a little Green Ellis second score of the day. Here he is. He's in for the touchdown.
Everybody knows the role. You look at this game today, Woodhead, Welker, both tight ends. Of course, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. How's this for tough running? Sue in the backfield. Like we said, they're used to playing 60 minutes. Of course, they're good, too.
I'll tell you, in the last 16:58, just inside of 17 minutes, they put up 4 touchdowns. Green Ellis now with 12 carries and 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. See with the flag, which was after they'd already signaled the touchdown.
Well, you know this offense is cooking, Jim.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 26, defense. That 15-yard penalty will be administered on the kickoff.
You know this offense is cooking when all the experts and all the second guessers, and I'm including myself, are not sitting back and going, yeah, they just haven't been the same since they traded Randy Moss. That was a mistake, because who's going to get deep for him? Well, we're finding out there's a lot of ways to get deep in the NFL. Most of it is by deception, good route running, and the Patriots are doing it at the wide receiver position.
The point by Graham is good. They won Super Bowls before Moss got there, didn't they? With Branch as a wide receiver.
Think about it today. The double moves, just the artistry of running routes.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson still here. We get him down here and do some wrestling. He was pretty good at it. But, you know, Detroit, don't do it. You're losing the battle on the field. Let it go.
Belichick right on the middle there and imploring his guys to go back to the sideline.
Well, you know, hey, look, the game is won by him. He doesn't want to lose a guy to some stupid penalty where they get suspended or whatever. Of course, you always want your team to fight. Bill Belichick talked about this game. He goes, look, it's about one thing. The physical well-being of my players, getting them ready to play.
Yeah, it's not a mental, it's not so much a physical week. He told us, you know, preparing for this, it's a mental week. You have such a short time frame to get everybody ready. Brady didn't even really go through practice on Tuesday at all.
Rested.
Listed as questionable, although everyone knew he was going to play with a nagging foot injury and lingering shoulder issue.
Jim, what throw is there that Tom Brady needs to make in a couple days that he has made 1,000 times?
Right.
If he was a young quarterback, that would be one thing. But for guys like Tom Brady, rest in a short period like this is the most important thing. Of course, they like playing this game too, because now he's got like a mini break, a mini bye week.
It's like a
After
late
the
season
play.
bye.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 90.
It's two of them.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 54. Defense. One of those penalties will be assessed on the kickoff. The penalty for number 26 was administered on the kickoff to the 45. 15-yard penalty additional from there to the 40-yard line.
I'm still doing the math. Yeah, it sounds like they might be.
This might be a touchback.
Kicking off from Comerica Field.
Of course, kicking off, they're going to give them, I think, 30 yards.
Jim Schwartz talking about how this is like preparing for a all-night, pull an all-nighter for a final in college, a college exam. You're just running on fumes. You get that rush of adrenaline come game day, and you just hope the energy levels can hold up.
Jim, he told me last night he was so tired, but when he got to the hotel and gave the speech to the team, the adrenaline was running so high, he said, there's no way I can go home and go to sleep.
Wow.
So, you know, last night it caught up to the game is coming. I think both teams on Wednesday night, all of a sudden it feels like Saturday night to them. They're ready to play.
Coming up, the Subway postgame show. JB, Dan, Shannon Boomer, Coach Cowler. Complete recap of our game here in Detroit. Plus, my colleague Phil Simms will present his All-Iron MVP award. It's coming up on the Subway postgame show. Boy, the NFL today, I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but what a incredibly poignant, emotional piece. And Chris Henry, the late wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, and you can see that piece. It's going to be posted now on CBSSports.com, and I urge you to go take a look at it.
Well, since the Patriots are kicking off from the Detroit line 40, if this game was close, of course, they would onside kick it. But with such a big lead, kick it out of the end zone. Don't let any of your guys get hit.
They just drive it through the goalpost. The kick is good. So they'll take it out to the 20. Your trophies are arriving, and well, I don't know. Branch has a couple of touchdowns. Green Ellis a couple. But Brady has the perfect quarterback rating.
A lot of guys have played well for the Patriots. Well, to steal me one of these trophies. I like them.
I would think you'd have an ability to get one.
Yeah, maybe.
Take one home. You made a good point, though, about this tough to prepare for, but then you get that bye week going into December. Incomplete. It was on the hip of Aaron Brown for a while. Of course, the Patriots will come out of that 10-day period and be facing the New York Jets, who also play tonight and have a long break.
Yes.
What a huge game that'll be.
Boy, stay your ground. Don't let the quarterback's movement move you out of your position. It didn't. That's why you get the big hits. Wait for the receiver to come to you. What do I always say? Don't be a car chaser.
Second and 10, and that ball almost tipped and intercepted. Merriweather was in there. You're wondering how the voting's going online, Phil? Here you go, partner.
Well, let's see.
It's a runaway.
Yeah, of course. And rightly so. Go ahead.
He's going to get to taste some of your mom's home cooking. She did it again, huh? Jimmy Hatter went down there to Louisville. She baked all week. Third down coming up here. Sideline catch by Bryant Johnson. What does she have on the menu here?
Well, of
what
course,
will Brady be tasting?
We always give away some blackberry cobbler, and we make a lot of extras here too. You know, like our producer Lance Barrow, he has to tear one up during the game. Mike Arnold, our director, he eats it. Of course, Jim,
I've been all over it.
Oh, I don't know, you're always on a diet.
Need to be. Got a first down out at the 32. Deflected. I want to thank you, partner. You're talking about the days you used to treat your offensive linemen. Last night you treated the whole technical and production crews Tuesday night, actually. A night of bowling here locally.
Yeah. It's great. Here are the winners. Chuck Sorelli, Chuck Burke, Pav. You know what? That's the third year in a row John Pavlovich has won the tournament.
Oh, man, stop it.
Sandbagger. You have to give him. They're all very good in the finals. Fun to watch it. Fun to watch everybody get nervous trying to be the champion.
Almost intercepted by Mayo. Through the hands of Aaron Brown.
How about you? How'd you do last night, big man? I didn't get a chance to watch
it was a mixed bag here. Let's focus here on the Hill play. Okay. Aaron Brown.
Okay, I'm just going to tell the story. I won't tell it all. You bowl a 170 what the first game?
177.
So you were proud because you haven't bowled since last year. And you looked at me because I say a lot of things on the air.
Yeah.
You go, you're going to talk about that, though. I said, I promise you, Jim, I'll talk about it. I won't even talk about your second game.
Third down and 10. Good catch. Calvin Johnson takes it down to the 34. Go ahead, tell him.
No, your opening game was impressive. You were bragging, walk along. Hey, I'm just a man. I'm
playing hurt.
A year.
I was questionable going in.
No question. You had a bad hamstring. What was your second game? I lost count.
It was 88. 177 to 88. Timeout, Lions.
Oh, you're a good man to say it. How about you going to bring it up? That last play, the defense really playing back, playing safe. And Calvin Johnson, the clear out route from the inside, he comes across the field, and a nice throw by Sean Hill.
Calvin Johnson has his family up from Atlanta, his mom, his dad, his sister. Of course, his dad does all the cooking in that family on Thanksgiving. He was a baseball player, too. He just couldn't handle a curveball, huh?
Love baseball.
Now the Patriots are going to go to 9-2. Jets play Cincinnati tonight. And New England and the Jets will be tangling a week from Monday. What a crucial game. Can the Patriots avenge that week 2 loss they had down in New York? Hill not going to get away this time. Gary Guyton with his second sack of the season. Loss of 6. It is an oddity when you talk about the Jets and Patriots. So the Patriots schedule, the way it worked out this year, they played a division game on October 4th. They go all the way till December the 6th. They go 2 months and 2 days. Look out, Hill hit when he throws it. It's a catch by Heller. So they go 2 months and a flag down. And a couple of days before they play another division game. And this one, you know, for the division, most
Personal
likely
foul.
for the number 1
Roughing
seed.
the passer. Defense, number 25. Helmet to the back of the quarterback. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Patrick Chung leads with the top of his helmet. And, Jim, they doing that because they won all the division games late in the year. Keep the races in doubt.
2-minute warning. Passed you on the all-time yards passing list.
Well, I'm shocked that he hadn't done it already.
But how do you think Boomer is? Because now Brady moved past Boomer on the all-time touchdown list.
Well, Boomer probably took it hard.
We'll find out.
Yeah, okay.
We'll find out on the Subway postgame show. First down at the 13, and Pierre Woods Comes up and makes the tackle. University of Michigan product by way of the Cleveland area, who'd been working up there in Ann Arbor at Michigan Stadium before he got called back to his old team just a few weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago. Comes back right in the lineup.
And gets a sack. To the end zone. Back at the end zone. Knocked down. Looking for Burleson. Tipped away by Chung.
Well, good play by Chung. Didn't get the start today. We talked about it, how this defense, you got to get it done each game or they'll put the next guy in.
Burleson, who the offensive coordinator Scott Linehan knew when he was a young kid. Linehan was at the University of Washington. Burleson's father played there. Of course, Burleson went on and had a big career at O'Day High School in the Seattle area that produced a golfer by the name of Fred Couples out of the same high school there in Seattle. Burleson on third down. There's the pass to Brown, and he is tackled at the 7. I sent a long happy Thanksgiving greetings to my old amigos, all of our friends out there watching today, to you and your family, Phil.
Sure. Looking forward to getting home and having a little Thanksgiving tonight.
Timeout called by the Lions. All smiles for Benny with a couple of touchdowns today.
Wow, how about that schedule?
Yeah, look at that. The Jets game, which will be at Gillette, and then at Chicago. Green Bay, look at those records.
8-2, 7-3, and 7-3. That's right. Of course, in Miami, who knows where they'll be at the end of the year. But in Buffalo, well, listen, you can put up any schedule for any team. You can't go, wow, that's an easy schedule, because you just don't know.
The game at New England, already played this year, was a 38-30
That's right.
New England win. Fourth and 3. See if the Lions can get one touchdown more. For the end zone, and no flag, incomplete. Was looking for Brian Johnson. McCourty on the coverage.
Yeah, that was a good throw. Good job by going across the field by Sean Hill. Generally, I would say kick the field goal, prolong the game. But since there's so little time, oh, that was an excellent throw. It's right through the hands of Johnson. But since you're 17 points down, go ahead and try to get the touchdown if you still did have hopes of winning.
A couple of kneel downs away from putting this one in the books. McCourty had a fantastic day. He had 2 picks, 1 last week. Pretty good little stretch here for the rookie first-round pick. Brady's at, how about this? We always talk about number 199 when he was drafted. And he's got 199 passes now consecutive without an interception. We asked him last night things he's thankful for. And he thought about it. You know, it could have gone many ways, he said, on a personal level, but professionally, to be able to play the game that he loves. The game that he would play on Thanksgiving Day back at that little Fiesta Gardens field back in San Mateo, to one day being able to play on the biggest stage, a Super Bowl 3 times.
Well, he's
something you love.
You're right. He's truly a franchise quarterback. He is the leader of the team. He is one of the hardest workers. They all look to him. He does it with performance on the field. And his love of the game, you cannot question it. It's like he said to me one time, you know when I knew I was really a professional quarterback? I said, when's that? When I go to work, I never look at the clock to see what time of day it is, because I think I have to get home. You work until the day is done, then you go home.
One of the person he's thankful for is Dr. Neil Elitrash, who operated on that knee just 2 years ago, and it was serious and had to go back in a couple other times because of infections and all, and to be able to come back and be able to resume a superstar career. There's Belichick and Jim Schwartz, mentor and pupil. Big second half performance wins it for New England. Subway post-game show is coming up. Bill, I enjoyed it, partner. And to all of our crew out there, our thanks and appreciation. Away from home on all the holidays, but never far away when it comes to the memories and the thoughts of their loved ones who we all remember on this Thanksgiving holiday.